Thank you, Mr. Harrington and the choir. That was a beautiful rendition of Here Comes the Sun. Good morning. Welcome, seniors and parents, to this glorious celebration of our senior awards. My name is Tim Fletcher. I'm principal here at Clay High School. Assisting me this morning are several people. Assistant Principals Denise Boyd and Robert Smith, Guidance Director Kathy Henderson, and Senior Class Sponsor Ms. Deanna Voss. We are here this morning to celebrate our finest and brightest. We wish to recognize all the wonderful accomplishments of the class of 2019, who are seated right over here to my right in the first several rows of the auditorium. Just as a friendly reminder to everybody in the auditorium, please silence your cell phones so we have no disruptions during the presentation. Before I begin, I would also like to thank Mrs. Buddha, Mrs. Danek, Mrs. Hums, Mrs. Lake, Mrs. Henderson again, Mrs. Warner, Mrs. Bennett, and of course Mrs. Anderson for their assistance in organizing the program and making this a wonderful morning happen. I would also like to remind everybody that at the end of the program you can pick up a complete list of the award winners in the main office. And then packets for students graduating with distinction, cum laude, summa cum laude. Those packets will be picked up with the students' graduation packets on commencement day, so we're changing that up a little bit from in the past. Again, before we get moving this morning, the parents who are here, I would like to take a moment to address you directly. You made it. You have kids who are seniors. I know that sometimes the education process seems like a long haul, and probably to some parents it seems like just yesterday these kids were walking off to their first day of kindergarten. Now they're ready to go out into the real world. They're on the precipice of doing great things. Some will go on to college, some will go on to 2-year schools, technical schools, trade schools. Some are going to enter the workforce. Some may enter apprenticeship programs. At any rate, we're confident that they are all prepared to be quality individuals and solid human beings. And I would be remiss if I didn't start this morning by saying thank you, parents, families, and congratulations. And so before we move on, I want to give you all a nice round of applause. Thank you. As I said, this morning is about our seniors, the graduating class of 2019. However, we're going to start by acknowledging one adult. This is one of our staff members who has made an impact on our school and will be recognized with the James Morgan Award. Just to give you a little background, over 30 years ago, James Morgan's association with Clay High School began. In his memory, Clay High School instituted the James Morgan Memorial Award. This honor is bestowed upon the person or group whose service to the school and the students exemplifies its dedication and spirit. James Morgan's contributions to Clay were often noticeable. He took game films. He kept score. He ushered in officials. He served in the concession stand, took tickets, and other myriad responsibilities that earned him the title, the mayor of Clay High School. But many in the Clay family recognize the bits of him beyond his passing out candy to coaches, players, and students. He genuinely enjoyed the people here. He relished their achievements and shared their disappointments. His sense of humor and his humility were his trademark. His death caused us to reflect on why Clay High School is such a special place. Jim Morgan and people like him make this such a unique experience for everyone who enters Clay High School. In honor and forever in his memory, the administration of Clay High School would like to present the James Morgan Memorial Award this morning. 30 years ago, he adopted this school as his own, and his legacy continues to be part of all of us. This year's recipient has immersed herself in the Clay community. She has invested time to make herself better at her practice, as well as collaborating with her peers. Her focus is on student achievement and making our learners better prepared for the future. I'm pleased to introduce this year's winner of the James Morgan Memorial Award, science teacher Mrs. Sarah Trozewski. We're going to keep the ceremony rolling right along. At this time, I'd like to introduce our dance director, Mrs. Kathy Henderson, to introduce our former chancellor.
Good morning. Every year, Clay High School is fortunate enough to have several students from different countries who come to join us to continue their education, to learn more about the United States, and this year we have an exceptionally lovely crop of students. So if I can ask our exchange students, there are 5, to come join me up on the stage, please. As you can see, this is a lovely group of young people from, well, a variety of countries, and I'd like to introduce them to you. I'll practice, see if I get the names right. On the far side from me is Yi Zheng Huang, also goes by James if you have trouble with that. And he comes to us from China and has spent the year with Mr. Mark Wayne Scott, and has enjoyed, especially the teachers at Clay High School, noticing that they are extremely patient, take care in making sure that students learn the material and they have their best interest in heart. He especially misses Mr. Carpenter, so we want to recognize that as well. We all miss Mr. Carpenter. Next we have Jason Lee, who is from South Korea, and he has spent the year with Todd and Janet Tvalsky, and has really enjoyed the things that we've learned. He said he's learned 10 years worth of stuff in just the 10 months that he's been here, and appreciated golf and soccer, participating in that, and especially the encouragement of his golf coach, Mr. Albright. Then we have Elizabeth Mega Van Tassen from the Netherlands, who's been with Brett and Heather Gregory. She's been participated in the swim team and tennis, and those also were wonderful experiences for her. It was nice to have the community and support outside the standard classroom environment. And then we have Dong Young Jung, or Alex, also from South Korea. And he's grateful for the support of the Taborn family, Danny and Jenny Taborn. Did I mention you were from South Korea? Okay. And maybe it's a South Korean thing, but golf and soccer were also important to his experience here, especially the opportunity to try these things that he hasn't been able to at home. They don't have the opportunities to try golf and be on the teams as part of their school experience, and appreciate Mr. Lewis as his coach for his encouragement. And lastly, not least, let's see, we have Alex Olsen from Norway. He's been with Rob and Krista Hunt this year, and he appreciates everything about his experience here, but especially the friendships that he was able to build during the year, and trying out, again, new sports that don't get to do in the Netherlands, baseball and football especially. So we have a lovely gift that you can take with you. Hopefully it'll fit in the suitcases at home. I know it's tight, but maybe one of you would hold the beautiful blanket up to, let's see, there you go. And we hope that you'll all welcome us when we decide to come visit your country. Some students have come to Clay High School and experienced success and wonderful relationships that come from other countries. But you have students here who have a great deal of success and relationships that Clay High School has helped to foster. And two of our outstanding students this year are salutatorians, students with second highest GPA in the class, and that's reflective of their personal development, academic growth, outstanding performance, and all-around good care. So I'd like to welcome our salutatorians up to give an address to their class, and we'll start with Ms. Carly Coleman.
Before I begin, while I fully recognize that I'm not accepting any award of great stature for changing the world, I would like to take some time to thank every member of my family for their immense and endless support. So thank you all for everything you do for me. And I would also like to thank every teacher I have ever had, regardless of my feelings about the class or their feelings about me, because regardless of any circumstance, I can guarantee you they have positively impacted my life in some way. So thank you. And now down to business. I would like to say congratulations to every single one of my peers in the class of 2019 on the biggest achievement that we're here to celebrate, graduating. Before anyone doubts themselves even a little bit because they don't get the award they want or someone gets more awards than them, I ask you to please take a step back and remember every single one of your accomplishments. Every test you thought would ruin your grade that didn't. Every homework assignment you thought would never get done that did. And every morning you just wanted to stay in bed and forget about every hardship, but you got up and you made it through. And for every success you quite possibly didn't achieve, there's a bigger and more important one that you did. Please remember this, because there's still so much more for each and every one of us to accomplish. The one piece of advice I will offer you on that journey comes not from me, but is based around the response of every teacher and student I asked to tell me the biggest accomplishment within the world over the last 4 years. The overwhelming response was that the voice of the people has been heard louder than ever. The voice of every person, of every belief, shown in marches, in rallies, and in tweets. The voice of the people, particularly the youth, is louder than ever. And sure, opinions oppose each other. But in every protest and in every disagreement, there is progress. Whether that progress comes in the form of change or simply by gaining understanding. These voices are what make our world what it is, what makes achievement possible. And soon we will be the ones achieving and creating change. We have to make our own well-informed decisions and form our own opinions. These opinions and beliefs will be challenged and opposed because they just will. Because that's the world we live in. Because that's the world we need to live in for society to succeed. So, the one piece of advice I will offer you is to use your voice and to make it heard. But even more importantly, to listen. Thank you and congratulations. Please welcome to the stage my fellow salutatorian and friend, Morgan Narrow.
Good morning. I would like to welcome parents, family, friends, teachers, and classmates of the class of 2019 as we celebrate the end of our high school careers and the beginning of the next chapter in our lives. I will start off with my senior quote. We didn't realize we were making memories, but we knew we were having fun, winning a bit. As we look back, high school is filled with memories for all of us that we did not realize we were making in the moment. Today is a day to remember and cherish those memories and be thankful for those around us. These memories and those involved in our lives have influenced us to be who we are today. I will share with you some things and people that have greatly influenced my life, and I encourage you all to reflect on those that have influenced you as well. First, our families. From being supportive of our ever-changing decisions pertaining to our post-high school career choices, transporting us around the city for sports, and pursuing us in our academic endeavors, our families have always had our backs. I would like to say thank you to my dad for always being there to ask me about my day at school, even if your day was hard yourself. Thank you to my mom for always listening to my complaining and still pushing me to do my best. Thank you to my grandparents for always being there with a big hug and support when I needed it the most. Secondly, our teachers. Bless my teachers and all of our teachers this year for putting up with our senioritis. I would like to say a big thank you to Coach Albright for introducing me to golf, which I now love to play, and providing us endless bags of chips, even if we sometimes ate them all in one practice. My biggest thank you to any of my teachers is to Mrs. Hartman. Thank you for being like a second mom to me and for giving me tough love, even if I didn't want to hear it at the time. You pushed me through my last 3 years of high school and gave me a shoulder to lean on when I had nowhere else to go. Lastly, our friends. High school would not have been as fun as it was for any of us, without our friends surrounding us and helping us create lifelong memories. Thank you to Meg, Veronica, Chloe, and Carly for helping me look for my phone when I lost it at Six Flags. Although the event was upsetting at the time, you all helped me and it caused a good laugh to look back on now. Thank you to Morgan Fraser for always asking me how my day is going. Thank you for sharing your name with me, and thank you for struggling with all the classes we had together. Thank you to all the others who had a positive impact on both my senior year as well as all of high school. To close, I present you with 3 challenges. First, I challenge you to never stop learning. Whether that be attending trade school, college, learning to play the guitar, or teaching yourself a new language, keep your mind active always. Second, leave a positive impact on someone's life. Tell your friends you love them. Pay for that stranger Starbucks who's in line behind you. Volunteer an hour of your free time serving in your community. There can never be too much positivity in the world. Last but not least, continue to challenge yourself, but others as well. Be an encouragement to those who are having a rough day and give them a pat talk. Remind them of their worth and remind yourself of your own worth. Set an example for them to follow, whether it be in school, attitude, or service. Set the bar high and encourage others to reach higher. Here's to the class of 2019. Good luck in all of your future endeavors, whatever they may be.
Good morning. Congratulations to the class of 2019. You're looking good today. At this time, the Scholarship with Distinction Awards will be presented. We ask that students please stand and remain standing as we call your names. Please hold your applause until all of the students are standing. Students may pick up their certificates in the gym. Students, a change. Students may pick up their certificates at commencement. The following students are receiving Scholarship with Distinction for achieving 3.0 to a 3.49 grade point average. Jumana Hussein Abdurrahman. Michael John Archer. Casey Marie Bridges. Malia Tatiana Burnett. Jessica Mildred Dale. Victoria Joanne Fox. Virginia Renee Brent. Giovanna Levantia Helena Green. Chloe Marie Hensley. Henley. Malin Grace Heiser. Destiny Therese Hickman. Mamie Elizabeth Hodges. Macy Jameson Jones. Chloe S. Kels. Ethan Joshua King. Andrew James Lester. Layla Janae Cherish Marsh. Grace Jean McGee. Peyton Michael Mock. Jalila Antoinette Newville. Jawitu Asante Pangani. Adrian M. Pante. Alvin Lamont Presley Jr. Connor Roberts. Caitlin Gabrielle Scott. Evan Thomas Schubert. Emily Elizabeth Thompson. Olivia Lee Truesdale. Cheyenne Mercedes Vandermark. Isaiah Leandrew Wallace. Jacqueline Marie Watterson. Haley Nicole West. Amaya Estefani Young. Please give it up for these students that received scholarship with distinction from a 3.0 to a 3.49 GPA. Please welcome Assistant Principal Mrs. Boyd for your next set of Academic Achievement Awards.
Okay, I'll be reading the students who are cum laude. These students have earned a 3.5 to 3.699 GPA. When you hear your name, please stand and remain standing until all names have been called. Brianna Renee Batiste. Kennedy Brianna Burgess. Christiana Charlene Corkins. Jessica Dominguez Campos. Zachary Michael Browns. Christian Abel Marquez. Audrey Rain Overmeyer. Sophia Lane Stratton. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you. Next, I will be reading Magnum Cum Laude. These students have earned a 3.7 to 3.849 GPA. Again, when you hear your name, please stand and remain standing. Lucy Warner Bear. Mitchell, Queen Lee Rodriguez, Madeline Grace Stanford, William Joseph Pope, Megan Lane Marie Walls, and Madison Faith Wilson. Next, I'll be reading summa cum laude. These students have earned a 3.85 to 4.0. Again, when you hear your name, please remain standing. John David Anderson III. Corey James Bridgman. Megan Hannah Cooper. Michael William Luke. Lydia Jean Jastrepsky. Rosalie Navarro. Lydia Sarah Potter. Lane Patricia Denise Taborn, Marissa Nee Wong, and Megan Olivia Yarrington.
Next up, we would like to recognize our salutatorians and valedictorians. Our two salutatorians, we met these young ladies already this morning. If these ladies would come forward and receive their medals, our salutatorians, Carly Sue Coleman and Morgan Lee Aaron. Congratulations to both those ladies, and thank you for your kind and courteous and thoughtful words this morning. Next, we will recognize our valedictorians. We will get to hear them speak at commencement. A young woman and a young man who have made a really strong impact on Clay High School, and we wish to recognize them for all of their academic efforts. Morgan Michelle Fisher and Morgan Lee Carter. For the sake of keeping the program moving, our additional scholarship recipients, I'm going to hold those until the end of the ceremony. I don't want to keep our community awards and the folks who are here to present those waiting. So without further ado, we're going to transition to our community awards. The Clay Granger Lions Club is here to present the scholarship. Ronald Hornbeck, president, will be making that presentation this morning.
Good morning. As he said, my name is Ron Hornbeck. I'm with the Clay Granger Lions Club, which, not surprisingly, supports the Clay Township area and the Granger area. Lions Club International is the world's largest service organization. We have approximately 1.35 million members in more than 45,000 clubs worldwide. Founded in 1917, Lions are best known for fighting blindness. It's part of our history as well as our continued work today. We give sight by conducting vision screenings, equipping hospitals and clinics, raising awareness of eye disease. In Indiana, our state projects include Operation KidSight, the Indiana Lions Eye and Tissue Transplant Bank, and Leader Dog programs, just to name a few. Clay Township Lions Club was founded in 1950 to do whatever is necessary to help the Clay Township area. Our community projects help feed the hungry, aid seniors and the disabled, and support local children in schools through vision testing and scholarships. For many years now, the Clay Township Lions Club has been presenting an award to seniors that have been deemed by the instructors and faculty at Clay High School to be of exceptional character and integrity. Before I present those, though, I would like to give my best wishes to the entire senior class. I'm sure many of you would deserve awards such as this. The 2019, as president of the Clay Township Lions Club, it is my pleasure to present this year's award to the following two worthy individuals. They will each receive a plaque and a check for $250 to help them celebrate. The 2019 Clay High School Outstanding Senior Girl is Megan Cooper. And the 2019 Clay High School Outstanding Senior Boy is, and I hope I pronounce this correctly, Sean Shepley.
Up next, Mr. Harrington will present the Hazel Delnett Smelzer Scholarship. Excuse me. Thank you.
Good morning. The Hazel Delnett Smeltzer Scholarship was established in 1975 by Chase Smeltzer in memory of his wife, Hazel Delnett Smeltzer, who was an accomplished musician. The Smeltzer Scholarship's purpose is to provide financial support to students graduating from high schools in either St. Joseph or Marshall counties who are pursuing the study of music. Since its establishment, the Smeltzer Scholarship has awarded over $838,000 in scholarship monies. This year's award winner of the Smeltzer Scholarship is Rory Sullivan.
Up next, I would like to introduce Mrs. Holmes for the Honor College Ascend Scholar.
Good morning, everybody. I have the pleasure of reading from Ball State University, the Honors College, for outstanding student for scholarly achievement and dedication. She's been selected as an Honors College Ascend Scholar for 2019, Ms. Rory Sullivan.
Up next, we will present the Lady Service Scholarship presented by Ms. Buda.
The John and Sonia Lady Community Service Scholarship provides talented St. Joe County students with generous tuition assistance and an opportunity to give back to their community. Students receive a 4-year, $7,500 total award and participate in summer internships with some of St. Joe County's best nonprofit agencies. The Community Foundation of St. Joe County is pleased to present one of this year's Lady Service Scholarships to Veronica Navarro.
Next, we have a couple guests with us to present the PEO Star Scholarship. I would like to introduce Carrie Gray and Celeste Hilliard.
Good morning. Congratulations to all of you, the class of 2019. You all hold a special spot in my heart. You don't know that. You were coming in as I was going out. And so to be here today with you as you also leave these hallowed grounds is very special to me. Our PEO Sisterhood is one of the largest community-based women's organizations in North America, with almost 250,000 initiated members. Our organization provides loans, grants, and scholarships for women throughout its 6 philanthropies. The PEO Sisterhood is committed to helping women achieve their educational dreams and goals. The PEO Star Scholarship recognizes the accomplishments of graduating high school young women planning to pursue post-secondary education. In presenting this $2,500 scholarship, the members of Chapter X here in South Bend are pleased to recognize our honoree who demonstrates excellence in leadership, extracurricular activities, community service, academics, and potential for success. Our PEO Star Scholarship is presented to Ms. Roy Sullivan.
I'm going to invite back to the podium Mrs. Holmes to present the next couple of awards. She will present the Prudential Spirit of Community Award as well as the President's Volunteer Service Award.
One thing I want to say first, just as you all are graduating, I'm kind of graduating away from Clay this year too, and you're going to be my last senior class, so I'm very grateful to go out with a very nice senior class. Are really related. So the Presidential Volunteer Service Award is given by the President of the White House. It's dedicated to a person who's dedicated to service and improving the lives of their fellow Americans. And it's also to thank her for her enduring commitment to serving her community and the nation. And that's the Presidential Volunteer Service Award. The other award, the Presidential Spirit of Community Award, is given by the Prudential Company and the National Association of Secondary School Principals. It recognizes the students' volunteer activities who in service is among the top 10% of all students in the state of Indiana. So I'm very pleased to present these awards to Casey Bridges.
We are going to shift gears yet again. We're going to move to our Departmental Academic Achievement Awards. There are many fine departments here at Clay High School representing a wide array of skill sets and academic endeavors. As you know, we have a great visual performing arts magnet program here. We will recognize students in their achievement in that. We also have several CTE programs. We're going to recognize several students for those, as well as our core academic content areas. We like to recognize the students who have gone above and beyond and excelled in each of these different disciplines, and they deserve their due. I'm going to begin by introducing the Career and Technical Education Counselor, Ms. Warder. She will present the first award, and then our presenters will then introduce the names of the next presenters to keep the train rolling. So without further ado, support her.
I'm pleased to be here to represent the Career and Technical Education Department and help give one of our students an excellent award today. But I want to tell you a little bit about the award. It's called the Outstanding CTE Student Award. This student must have earned all of the CTE credits available to them in their pathway and have kept a B average while obtaining that. They must have good attendance, have all their credits in line for graduation, which you all do. Be the best representative of technical skills, work ethic, and citizenship, and must exhibit personal growth as a result of their CTE program. And to help me give this award is Mr. Murray.
Firstly, thank everybody for taking time out of their day to join us today. This coveted Interactive Media Award is given to a student who has completed 2 years of career in technical education in graphic design and interactive media. This award exemplifies the highest honor within our program. The student must positively represent CTE, engage in multiple extracurricular activities, represent Scholastic, have stellar attendance, and show true leadership qualities. This year's recipient has completed the requirements with the highest possible grades. They have gone far above and beyond, networking with clients and single-handedly growing our program. Their entrepreneurial spirit, positive energy, and never-quit attitude has positively impacted their peers, fellow learners, and personally myself. It is with great pleasure that I give this year's Interactive Media Award to Quentin. All right, we're not quite done. So I'm going to ask a few other students to join us, along with this highly awarded award. We also celebrate our CT students that are concentrators and completers within our program, which means they've done a minimum of 2 hours a year, an entire year for 2 years, and have passed with high grades. So I would like Alyssa Clemens to join us on stage, if she's here. And we can hold her applause just at the end so we can go a little faster. Chloe Hanley, if she's here. Quinn. Cole Hobbs, if you could join us. Virginia Gurnt. Jaden Kubiak. Emmanuel Montoya. Edmund White. Kayla Virgil. Sebastian Rosetta. Noah Zeus. William, a.k.a. Billy Tull, and Liv Jastrzewski. Congratulations, guys. I also have your certificate. You'll be getting them in the graduation packets, but hold on to your cords. You'll need those for graduation. Congratulations, great job, guys.
Our partnership with Iowa Tech Community College really provides our students with a jump start for their post-secondary success. And we have a number of students who have received a multitude of college credits through that program. 2 in particular were recognized as distinguished student scholars by the corporation and should have been at the Celebration of Excellence a couple weeks ago, and I failed to get that information to them, so my apologies, but I wanted to make sure that these two students were recognized for 36 credits through Ivy Tech and receiving a technical certificate there before they've ever left Clay High School. So I'd like Christopher Castaneda and Paige to please rise. Both these students worked through our welding program with Mr. Brian Eck. And they are also going to stay right here. Just because the next group of students are, it's a larger group than two, but these gentlemen are part of it. These are students who have received 15 or more college credits through Ivy Tech, again, before they've ever left Clay High School. They have a semester of college under their belt already. So we're going to recognize these students with green cords to wear commencement. I'd like Swimming Choir to come up and join these gentlemen who are down the courts. Morgan Frazier. If probably the Holy Floss will still be a good idea. So Morgan Frazier, Morgan Aragon, Rory Sullivan, Dana Tabor, Megan Walls, Emily Thompson, Christopher Castaneda again, Michael Dukes, Peyton Mock, Kennedy Bridges, Carly Coleman, Giovanna Green, Audrey Overmeyer, Adrian Pantic, Michaela Sorensen, Noah Zeus, Zachary Grounds, Megan Cooper, Cheyenne Mitchell, Quentin Rodriguez, Marissa Wang, Meg Yerington, Lydia Potter, Jumana Abdurrahman, Corey Bridgman, Sean Shepley, Jessica Dominguez, Chloe Keltz, Veronica Navarro, Lucy Barron, and Madeline Kane. Due to our partnership with Ivy Tech and our dual credit offerings, and Clay High School has historically been able to offer and produce the most dual credits earned by students in high school across the corporation, even schools much larger. So thank you to all of you for helping us build that program and for their outstanding success.
Seniors I have this year, they have distinguished themselves in three categories. What they've done in the classroom and at performances of high level. Academically, they have achieved high academic achievement, and they've also gone outside of the classroom and did things that bettered our program. These students will be individually receiving plaques or awards that they get to take home, but they also will have their names engraved on permanent plaques that are displayed in the choir room. This year's recipient of the National School Choral Award is Lydia Potter. Stage and then wait for my congratulations and handing out the hardware, so to speak, after all the names have been read. This year's recipient of the Director's Award for Chorus is Andrew Lester. The recipient of the Arian Foundation Award for Choir, Johnny Anderson. The Excellence in Swing Choir Award for 2019, Cheyenne Mitchell. Sean. Not listed in the program because it doesn't get awarded every year is the Frederick Chopin Award for Outstanding Accompanist, Miss Rory Sullivan.
Good morning, seniors. Good morning, parents. Good morning to the administration. I always enjoy these times because it A, means the seniors are getting out, and B, I can step away from my class for a few minutes and not get in trouble. So, without further ado, I am the mouthpiece of the art department. We represent Mr. Steve Romans, who teaches our ceramics classes and intro to art, and Mrs. Mazaros, formerly known as Miss Morris. She teaches our painting, drawing, advanced AP art classes, and then myself, I cover photography and intro classes as well. And this year, kind of on the side, if you will, we're trying to make him a full-fledged member, but Mr. Ben Murray's not quite there yet because he's so digital. But we do have an award from one of his students that we've embraced as one of our students as well. It's been my charge to award the various individual students in their areas of visual art. We're going to start with ceramics simply because it's alphabetical. The student that wins the ceramics award this year is a young lady who tries very hard. She's been part of the art department in all of her 4 years in high school. And she has devoted this year primarily to developing techniques on the pottery wheel and producing some very creative work. And that goes to Miss Haley West. We'll get that to her later. The next student is from the sculpture area, also done by Mr. Romans. And this young man he's done a lot in his 4 years as well. And he's very well-rounded. He's an athlete. He's an artist. And no matter what the medium, he's jumped right into it and combines his thoughtful insights towards creating some very outstanding artwork. And the sculpture award goes to Mr. Noah Orban.
Oh, yeah.
The next award comes from Mrs. Morris's class, Mrs. Mazaros, in the drawing department, because this young lady has been very involved with the arts all 4 of her years as well. I had the pleasure of introducing an introduction to 2D and 3D art to her in my courses, but she went on to Ms. Mazzaro's classes and excelled in all the drawing skills that she could possibly develop. Multiple award winner through Scholastic Arts, and just a good all-around kid as well, as she's also an athlete, and I got to train her on the track for a little bit. Miss Megan Cooper. This next young lady gets an award for superb painting techniques and wonderful artwork that she does, both on canvas, paper, boards. She's done collage work. She's just an outstanding art student when it comes to this media, and she truly enjoys painting with Mrs. Mazzaros in her class, and we wish her the very best from the art department. Miss Brittany Lilly. This next award comes from my own photography class, and unlike last year, this year was actually pretty simple for me to pick a senior that really threw himself into photography as a whole. Although we got snubbed in Scholastics for his portfolio, I still think the pictures that he took were very, very solid images, and that he could very well have a good future if he puts his mind to it even further. And it goes to Elijah Inslee. And our wicked individual awards. This next award goes to an outstanding art student, and we put our heads together for this in the art department, and it was fairly unanimous in that this young man has given the art department an international presence this year. His eye for great detail and unending patience were displayed in every 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional work that he created. Somewhere in the world in the near future, Jason Lee will continue his studies in architecture, but always have a wonderful artistic legacy left here. Jason and many other students have pieces at the AOSC student show going on right now at AOSC. This next award is for Fine Arts Scholarship, because this young man has demonstrated a great presence in Mr. Murray's class. Winning it out, he was able to not only teach himself, but also help instruct his peers in the various tasks that Mr. Murray had for them upstairs. He has multiple gold keys from the Scholastic Art Competition last and this year. And I'm very proud to announce Noah Zeus is our Fine Arts Scholar. So the following students I'd like to announce as those seniors that deserve recognition from the art department. And I'd just like you guys to come up and we're going to give you a certificate. And I'd like you to line up here to my right and stay until we've all been here. And these are students that maybe because they were crazy busy outside of our classes and school day, they were multiple sport athletes. They had an artistic eye. They knew how to produce wonderful artwork, and we enjoyed them immensely, and we'd like to recognize the following. Miss Jessica Aldridge for photography and other things. Miss Brianna Batiste. Miss Malia Burnett. And a graduating junior, Miss Courtney Briggs. Benicio Cardenas. Miss Jessica Dale. Miss Morgan Frazier. This is always a very proud moment for me because occasionally I get to wear all of my hats at one time. Although I haven't coached her since 3rd grade, I've lived with her whole life. A special young lady, my daughter Alexis. Mr. Tim McGinnis. Miss Karen Ramirez. Miss Caitlin Scott. Miss Madeline Sandiford. Miss Dana Tabor. Another of our international students, Micah Van Delzen. And Miss Faith Wickheiser. Briefly, I want you to look. It's a well-rounded bunch, extremely wonderful to have in class over these years, and our outstanding art students worthy of recognition. Thank you. One last award, which is kind of a big deal. The Hoosier Art Patron Award for Excellence in Visual Art was brought about in the mid-90s by our facilitating director downtown, and it was given to students that have exemplified everything about visual art, from their scholarship, from their awards in the Scholastic Art Competition, from their individual expertise in the various media that we have in the art department. And this year's award goes to Miss Megan Cooper. to now introduce our band instructor, Mr. Zach Meyer.
Okay, for the band program, I'd first like to introduce the Colonial Award of Excellence. It's an award that's near and dear to the band program. It goes to the students who will not only have left an indelible mark on the band program, but also, I think, their lives have been changed by it as well. And it was really tough to decide between two students, so the award goes to both. It's Virginia Gant and Leanne Wilde. The next few awards I'm giving are national band awards. Every band program across the nation will give these same exact awards. The first one is the Patrick S. Gilmore Band Award, and it's named for a guy that basically shaped the band program as we know it. And that's very aptly named because our student is dependable. He's always there. I can throw anything at him, and he's like, what? That wasn't hard. What's the next thing? And this student is Zachary Grounds. Award is the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award. It goes to our top performing jazz student, somebody again who has dedicated their life to the program, has helped shape what it is now, and is just jazz been a huge part of his life for all his time here in high school. That award goes to Angel Rodriguez. Last but not least, this award is called the John Philip Sousa Band Award, and it goes to the student who is not only a top performer, but is also basically a mini director themselves. It's somebody that has helped shape not only the program that they're in now, but will go on the rest of their lives affecting everyone they meet with music in a positive way. And this award goes to Rory Sullivan. Now I'd like to invite Ms. Ronfeld up here for the orchestra awards.
All right, good morning. The first award that I would like to present is the Edwin H. Haynes Award. Edwin H. Haynes was the first musical director of the South Bend Symphony. He developed the symphony from its very beginnings 40 years ago. This award honors a student whose dedication and commitment to the ensemble over the last 4 years has made a lasting impact. And I'd like to present this award to Tajane Washington. All right, the next award I will be presenting is one of the national awards, the National School Orchestra Award. This National School Orchestra Award is the highest honor you can bestow upon a member of the school orchestra. It recognizes excellence in playing and contributions to the ensemble. I'd like to present this award to Ms. Veronica Navarro. dedication and creativity, leadership, and character set them apart, deserving of the highest recognition for their achievements. And for this award, I'd like to present it to Ms. Christiane. The reason I kept these three ladies up here is because they are the three orchestra seniors for this year, and they've helped me immensely during my time as the first year for the Clay Orchestra Director, and I'd like to thank them one last time. The next person up is Ms. Kreiner with the Dance Awards.
This is Miss Grumbacher, and we're the co-directors of the Dance Enactment. And today we would like to present 4 outstanding seniors in dance. I'll call your name. You can come down. Miss Grumbacher will give you your certificate. And our 4 outstanding seniors in dance are Kennedy Bridges, Macy Jones, Christian Marquez, and Connor Roberts. And these 4 seniors have displayed not only exceptional technique and performance quality on stage, but also exemplary etiquette, ambition, and leadership in the dance classroom. Let's give them one more round of applause, please. Thank you. And next up is Miss Beard.
Good morning, seniors. Before we get started with the drama awards, I would like to recognize the students who were celebrated at the Celebration of Excellence as our Fine Arts Scholars. So if you would please come to the stage, Rory Sullivan for music, Carly Colvin for drama, Madison Wilkinson for dance, and Noah Zeus for visual arts. These students not only are outstanding in their craft, but also in their academics, and we just want to recognize them. Thank you. Okay, I will now be presenting the Outstanding Dramatic Performance Awards to 2 seniors. What qualifies to win this award are not only how they perform on stage, but also their growth as actors, and also in their classroom, as combining their attendance, their work ethic, and their creativity. And this year's outstanding dramatic performers are Lydia Potter and Connor Roberts. Our next award is a very significant and an award that we take a long time to consider. It is Outstanding Actor in not only performance but also in leadership. These 2 Clay students not only are amazing in the classroom in attendance, work ethic, and creativity, but also in performance on stage and off stage. They show growth. They are inspiring to students, their castmates, both their peers and even the younger ones. They get respect not only from their fellow cast members, but also from the adults who work with them. I've considered them my right hand. These two students think and anticipate what I need as far as the show. And these two are true role models of the visual and performance art magnet drama students. And they are Mr. Sean Shepley and Mr. Andrew Lester. Award for the Raymond J. Hinsey Award for Excellence in Music. Raymond J. Hinsey was a principal at Green Elementary at the time of his death in 1989. He was also a director for the SBCSC Firefly Productions, and this award was first given in the year 1990. Mr. Hinsey was a teacher, principal, drama director, and a member of several singing groups, having honed his performance skills as a member of the LaSalle Singers at LaSalle High School in the 70s. He was interested in helping young people, especially young performers, and he firmly believed that students must be committed, cooperative, and able to work as a part of the learning experience. The criteria for this award is a person that exhibits a love of music and musical theater, demonstrates a sense of responsibility and commitment to the performing group, participates in the choir, band, orchestra, or musical theater productions in their school, and has participated in at least one SBCSC summer theater production, the Summerfly, as an actor, member of the orchestra, or member of the stage troupe. This winner was chosen not only because of these qualifications, but because she has been in the most Summerflies, starting from her freshman year all the way to this upcoming Summerfly. And the Raymond J. Hinsey Award for Excellence in Music goes to Michaela Sorensen. Next up, we have Mrs. Christopher, who will present the awards for language arts.
I can't tell you how blessed I feel to be able to give out these awards today. I tell my students every year about this time I cry. I have 4 different awards here that I'm going to give out. There's a yearbook award, and I'm sure Mr. Carpenter would have loved to have been here, but the yearbook award goes to Mamie Hodges. We also have a newspaper award, and I happen to know this student very well, so I'm so proud to be able to hand this to him. Sean Shepley. The recipient of the Outstanding Student in English Award goes to someone who has consistently shown a strong command of all matters English. Notice I didn't say things English, all matters English. From an interest in grammar, to a very effective writing style, to a deep level of critical thinking that challenges us daily. This student definitely deserves this award. So for the Outstanding Student in English Award, Carly Coleman. This last award, the Susan M. Clemens Award, for just excellence in writing, goes to someone whose writing is just effortless. It seems so effortless every time I would read something that the student wrote. I had a professor one time tell me that you know you have a good writer when you can just sit back and read. And that's what I did each time that I read the student's writing. Use of language was just seamless. I know that this person not only writes this way, but also speaks and thinks this way. So for the Susan M. Clemens Award for Excellence in Writing, it goes to Corey Bridgewood.
There are several highly qualified individuals deserving of the award for Outstanding Math Student at Clay High School. This year, the Outstanding Math Award goes to Noah Horvan. Next from the Science Department, Mr. Roberts.
These are awards for kids that really did a great job in science. And we'll start out with AP Biology, Morgan Nagaron. Outstanding student in Anatomy and Physiology, Dana Taborn. Outstanding student in Chemistry, Marissa Wang. Outstanding student in Earth Science. Judy. And Donnie. Outstanding student in AP Environmental Science, Morgan Frazier. Outstanding in AP Physics, Carly Colvin.
award in Clay High School. Imagine my joy having the opportunity to present the additional awards as a department head. It is truly fitting, though, that today a true master teacher will bestow these honors. A man who is retiring after giving over 50 years to Clay High School as a coach, English, and social studies teacher. The students know him for his Casperisms, which usually precede a witty story, his incredible generosity. He's a sucker for any fundraiser, and a provider of pizza and donuts and a hug. And his kind presence. You will see him at any and all performances, games, and meetings. It is with great pleasure to introduce my dear mentor, an intellectual giant, a consummate educator, and most assuredly, the face of Clay High School, Dan Casper.
But very definitely someone who pushes us all. As a student of mine, I consider her a colleague more than a student. And I told her this already. I want to live long enough to vote for her. Carly Hill. I even typed the damn thing up. Okay. I consider the two best accomplishments in my life as a teacher here. Both involve people. First of all, I was very instrumental, and I mean that, in getting Mrs. O'Lennis to come here to teach. I consider that to be one of the best accomplishments of my teaching career. I've known the family. I coached with her father, argued with her dad, immeasurably. Her mom proofread my tests. It's been an absolute honor having her here, and I know that you appreciate that. And I thank you for being here. The second involves the reason for this award. When I came a long time ago, we did have street lights. But I am older than the trees. I befriended a man actually much older than myself. Alvin Fritz was the department head of social studies when I started back in the day. And we became very good friends. You would have liked him. I really love the man. We became very good friends. And I really wanted to give this award because on my way out, I wanted to tell you about him. Alvin for his day was a true Renaissance man. He was an expert gardener. He was an avid cross-country bicyclist. He appeared in drama productions. He grew plants. He experimented with growing plants. He sang professionally. He played hockey well into his 60s. And he was one of the best fast-pitch softball pitchers in Mishawaka. I know that because I was his catcher. A man, a scholar, he taught not only here, but at Bethel College. Where would I be with that story, huh? And I'm going to tell one Fred story. First of all, my hatred of freshmen has been well chronicled. I can't stand them. Never could. I only taught them once, and we parted company forever. When I threw a kid in the snowbank. Well, Ellen and I started a course called American Studies. We combined American history and American lit. Both of us had dual licenses, so we combined it. The course was very successful, whatever the hell that means, and we enjoyed it. And we lived teaching next to each other. I was in where Mrs. Ferraro is now, and he was in the Gold Lab. The Gold Lab is now. And there was a recording curtain that separated us. And for the American Studies class, we opened the curtain. Most of the rest of the development schedule was world history. Freshman world history. They were right next door. Okay? Well, one of the things that Eldon taught, of course, was history of Italy. But when he taught the history of Italy, now get this, he sang to them. He sang a Puccini aria, a cappella, to freshmen. 4 freshmen. Who the hell does that? He did. And they were enthralled. That's amazing. Why? Because the man had presence. The girl who's getting the first award, the young woman, has presence. You know her? She's more on the quiet side, like Ellen. Not showy. Kind and respected. A young woman with presence. An athlete. She's been on stage. A scholar. But more important to me, she had kindness and presence and humility. Ellen would have loved to have her as a student. Meg, here you go.
Now it's my honor to introduce Mr. Harris, who will give the World Languages Awards.
Good morning, class of 2019. You know, Dan was talking about a colleague that we had a number of years ago, Eldon Press, and a word of wisdom that he gave to me not long before he retired was, don't wish away time, Greg. And he had tremendous impact in high school, he really did. And my words of advice to you are seize the day, live the day in a good moment, and do not wish away time. Okay? So, we have got the Language Department Awards for Chinese, Megan Cooper. Pour le français, c'est Jacqueline Watterson. Auf Deutsch, that's as much as I can say, Justin Young. Y para los de español, los de español son Corey Bridgman y Carlos Vargas. Carly. Mr. Hartman next with school awards.
Almost in my head. I guess to start this off, we'll go through the criteria. This is the Outstanding Male and Female Senior Student Athlete Award. The criteria is lettering in 2 or more sports and senior participation in both sports, must have earned all NIC honors or have been selected as a team MVP. Scholarship achievement should be above a 3.0 GPA, contribution and service to school and community. There will be a plaque given to the student along with a plaque placed in the hallway in athletics that'll stay up there. Our first recipient, the male student athlete, earned 8 varsity awards, 3 in swimming, 3 in football, and 2 in baseball. He has a 3.82 GPA. It is Quentin Rodriguez. Our female recipient earned 9 varsity awards, 4 years in track, 3 years in swimming, and 2 years in cross country. She has a 4.03 GPA, Megan Cooper. Next up on the docket is our Marine Awards, and our Marine representative.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Steph Howell, and I actually have the pleasure of presenting awards for the Marine Corps on behalf of the Marine Corps. We've actually identified with the help of the administration, specifically Mr. Al Hartman, as well as Mr. Fletcher, 4 individuals I'd like to call up. The first 2 individuals we'd like to actually give an award for Distinguished Athlete Award for Brianna Batiste. For the male Distinguished Athlete Award, we would like to give it to Noah Holden. And in these folders, I'm given their certificates as well as certain things that have allowed these individuals to stand out. They're great student athletes. They've shown that they've been able to maintain at least a 3.0 as well as participate and represent Clay in sports year round. So just a round of applause for them. The next individual I'd like to bring to the stage is Morgan Fraser. She's been identified to be an exceptional scholar. And with that, we'd like to present her with the Scholastic Excellence Award for her diligent effort throughout the school. And last, I'd like to call up Zachary Brown. And what we're awarding him is the Musical Award of Excellence. We call it the Seven Fidelis Award. And we'd like to just present this to an individual who's shown throughout the years the devotion to, as well as the school, their musician, the music talents that they actually have to work towards and develop over the years. Thank you. sure you'll be able to work through it. And thank you for this opportunity.
Okay. I'm going to be presenting the Turnaround Award. The 2019 Turnaround Award is presented to a student who obtained success and achievement by meeting life challenges and obstacles head-on. This year's recipient is Andrew Luster. Andrew will be attending Ball State. His career goals, he would like to direct on Broadway and teach theater. Hobbies include directing, acting, singing, dancing, and film critiquing. He will receive a certificate and a monetary donation. Now here's Mr. Smith.
We're working our way through. I know you folks are a little tired of sitting, so it's almost over, but we're having a great time. The Inspiration Award 2019 is awarded to this young man. Takes a guessing on it. His mother tells me he's the youngest of 7 children. They include David, Jimmy, Eileen, Joe, Peggy, Bobby. Also, his best friend is his cat. 2 cats, Bear and Lambie. This young man will be attending the University of Wyoming. Career goals. He's going to be a politician one day. Acting, singing, in the legal field. Hobby and interests include, once again, acting, singing, basketball, lacrosse, jogging, nature, football, and cooking. Sounds like a great guy to me. The 2019 recipient receiving a certificate of monetary award goes to your senior class president, Mr. Billy Cole. Thank you, and good luck to Billy Tall in the future. The Minority Achievement Award goes to a minority student who demonstrates high academic achievement. This student will be attending IU Bloomington. Her brothers and sisters all attended Clay High School. Danny, Nathan, Anthony, Andrew, Devin is in the 11th grade. 2 dogs, Winston and Cindy. I try to cover it all for you folks. Career goals, he wants to become an accountant. Hobbies and interests are track and field, music, and reading. The 2019 recipient, the Minority Achievement Award, goes to Dana Tabor. Congratulations to Dana Tabor. The Edward Hanavisky Senior Spirit Award. Ed was a great man. He was a pitcher for the Chicago Cubs, a South Bend police officer, and Clay High School's first security guard, but he was much, much more. He worked here as a ticket taker, usher, club sponsor, concession stand operator, dance chaperone, and even helped out as a school nurse. He served Clay High School in so many capacities that the staff established an award in his honor. The student we are honoring tonight would have been proud to know Ed and Ed would have been proud to know this particular student. This student will be attending Ball State University. Career goals? He wants to become a professional animator in the digital field. Hobby and interests include building computers, photography, and teaching bass guitar. In addition, I've been told his favorite pet is his cat, Ronnie, and has a brother, Max, who's a sophomore here. I have to cover it all. Please give a round of applause for the 2019 Abraham Majeski Senior Spirit Award, Mr. Noah Seuss. Congratulations, Noah. Thank you very much. Please give it up for these recipients of the Abraham Majeski, the Minority Achievement Award, and the Inspiration Award. Thank you.
Charles Black was a dynamic individual. He was a strong disciplinarian and truly a kind-hearted giant. Mr. Black helped students that needed money to purchase school lunch. Mr. Black could relate to student athletes as he was an outstanding athlete himself. He was known as Boxcar Black on the football field. Charles Black was a man of great character and spiritually grounded. He was a significant presence within the church and throughout the community. As a result of his diligent work, LaSalle Park Center was named Charles Jerome Black Center. With this award, we pay tribute to a man many knew as humble and honorable. This year's recipient is Corey Bridgman. His career goals is to be a forensic psychologist, and his interests are reading, video games, and foreign language. Quincy Mango was a student at Clay High School from 1987 to 1990. He was a strong academic student, member of student council and staff. He was on the basketball, football, and track team. After school, he participated in the Anderson Karate Academy, where he received trophies and belts. Quincy held the young as well as the old with great respect. He was a Christian, a good citizen, and a caring person. Quincy was energetic and well-liked by his friends and his school. Family members remember Quincy as a young man who cherished and appreciated his family. He was a great son and all-American citizen. This year, Quincy Mango Award is presented to Noah Portman. Noah will be attending Purdue University. His career goals is to study engineering at Purdue. His hobbies are football, fishing, nature, gardening, raising animals.
I have the distinct honor of presenting the last couple of awards. Next up is the Colonial Award. The Colonial Award is presented to a student who has achieved success despite adversity. This is an impressive award because it stands for a person who's shown grit, determination, and perseverance. When life throws things at you, sometimes you have to work extra hard to make sure you get to goals that you want, you accomplish those goals that you want to achieve. I would like to recognize a young lady who's done just that. This year's Colonial Award goes to Giovanna Green. The final award this morning is the South Bend Principals Association Award. Each year, the Principals Association confers awards for a student who demonstrates the following criteria. Honor. They are honest and show moral strength and integrity. Service. They are cooperative and display unselfishness. Courage. These students display mental and physical determination and toughness. Leadership. These students have a good personality, positive outlook on life. They show good sportsmanship and are responsible. And finally, patriotism. These students embody everything that we wish in a fundamental citizen in the United States of America. I'm very pleased to announce this year's award goes to our valedictorian, Morgan Frazier. And as we draw the program to a close, I just want to say a few words, a couple things, and this might be a little selfish on my part, actually. First of all, I want to thank everyone for being patient and cooperative with us. The program ran pretty long this morning, but I also think it's important that we take this time to recognize these students who have done wonderful things. Before we close up shop, let's give them one final round of applause. Being a graduate of Clay High School myself, this is a very special program for me in a couple different ways. One, although I haven't been here very long, it's very special for me to be back here at Clay High School. Two, I don't recall receiving any awards during this program when I was in school. But there are a couple things that spark some memories. I truly appreciate Mr. Casper and his words about Mr. Eldon Fretz. I was one of those freshmen that Mr. Fretz sang to. I was one of those freshmen who he welcomed warmly when I walked in wide-eyed and had no clue what high school was supposed to be about. And although when I graduated high school, I didn't have any idea that I was going to go into education, when I made the decision to be a teacher and I started my coursework in that pursuit, I thought long and hard about what did I want to be as a teacher, as an instructor. And Mr. Fretz came to mind because he was very kind and generous. And I think that embodies the spirit of Clay High School, just as Mr. Casper embodies the spirit of Clay High School. And I would be remiss if I didn't give the coach one more round of applause. And I would just like to say, I don't think you've ever heard of a true Casperism until you're struggling on the mound and he ambles out there and gives you a few words of, we'll call it encouragement. But I appreciate it all and I remember it all fondly. There's another name on this list of awards. We give an award in acknowledgement of Quincy Mingo, who was a fine young man. And his father was an assistant principal here when I was a student. As Mr. Fretz was my inspiration when I decided to become a teacher. Mr. Ringo was the one that kept me in check. He actually assigned me in school detention, not once, but twice. I skipped school a couple times. Frau Kazazak was the one that called me on that and sent me to the office. So it's interesting that there are a lot of old faces that are here still, and they have a strong will and determination to educate you all, and to continue to educate until their time has come when they decide to ride off into the sunset. And I appreciate them all. And I appreciate the students. Seniors, I appreciate you more than you know. Without you, we don't have a job. But more importantly, without you, the world will not continue. And you have the opportunity to go out in the world and chart a new path, influence people, and do great things. And remember, great things are just being a responsible human being, paying the bills on time, being a loving and caring father and mother. Those are successes. However, you could go on and become a doctor. You could cure cancer. You could make the next great discovery. You may eventually be a YouTube sensation. Who knows? The slate is clean. And your life is before you to make whatever you want to make out of it. So I leave you with that challenge. Live your best life, as my daughter tells me all the time. Live your best life, be true to yourself, and you're always going to be a colonial. Parents, thank you. Families, thank you for coming today. I know this isn't always an easy opportunity to take time out of your busy schedule to come, but we appreciate that. And remember that you can pick up in the main office a program with all the names of the students recognized today. Thank you, and have a good day. Seniors, I need to say seniors for a second.
Right before you guys leave, hi, I'm Sarah Stepp, I'm the Digital Integration Specialist here. If you are planning to graduate, please make sure you hand in your Chromebook and your charger. They will be collected next Wednesday, so make sure you're bringing both the Chromebook and the charger. Thank you very much.
Seniors who are planning on going to Grand Walk today, I need you guys to stay behind.